Are you tired of shipping stuff that ends up broken, you get upset customers? We're gonna show you a way to ship that's gonna make sure that your items arrive on time, safely, and you're gonna have happy customers. So check out the best way to float an item.
Hey everyone, Orlando from PHP Podcast. So I wanted to share a video about how to float a box. I think there's some out there, but even when I searched on YouTube, there weren't many. And floating a box is key to make sure your items arrive safely. So before we get into it, you gotta discuss what you need. So obviously you need your item that's sold. This is an ugly mug. You can know why it looks like an ugly mug. It's up to you. But this normally we would ship in a padded flat rate. If you watch our mug life video, you can see the card up here above. It'll take you to it, but it's too large for that. So we're gonna have to float this and make sure it arrives safely. Next, you're gonna need your trusty eBay tape. Now, doesn't have to be eBay, but if you have an eBay store, you always have that shipping coupon. Also, you need bubble wrap that's been brought to us by American Bubble Boy, and we'll talk about that in a moment. You also need packing paper or packaging paper. Now, I have a ton here. You don't need this much, but you can't always overdo it. You also need a smaller box, and this box has to be able to fit your item with bubble wrap inside of it. And then after that, you need a larger box that it can fit in. Now, hopefully when you have that larger box, the box isn't too large or too tight fitting. So this one's kind of close. Now, what I'm gonna show you guys today is a method that you can use on anything. It could be with kind of a smaller type item, or it could be a massive item. Let's say you have a neon sign that has filament that you don't want it to get smashed. You can use it on an item like that. So it varies, but the concept is still the same. So let's get to the packing. So the first step is you want to bubble wrap your item. So obviously we all know how to bubble wrap. And so you just take your item and you want to make sure you at least put, I would say, 2 or 3 layers. But remember, you're floating the box, so it's not important that it's super, super tightly packed with a bunch of bubble wrap. Okay, so we're just gonna wrap this up. It's not the cleanest of wraps, but for the sake of the video, you'll get the point. Right, so you need to tape it. I always emphasize that you can never tape more than you need, right? The more wrap, remember, you're trying to make sure that your item arrives on time. Yeah, it may cost you a little bit more to use a little bit more tape, to use a little bit more bubble wrap. But in the end, it's worth your time, because what if the item breaks? Then you have to refund the buyer, and then maybe you have to file an insurance claim, and then all the time you lose following up with the buyer, it's not worth it. Sometimes it's just worth to add that extra bubble wrap and that extra tape to make sure the item arrives on time. All right, so everything is now taped. So once it's taped, you want to make sure you put a little bit of packing paper inside the smaller box.
All right, hopefully you're liking the video so far, but before we go any further, please make sure to like and subscribe. Hit that bell notification down below. It's gonna let you know when we're creating more content, and also comment below and let us know, are you enjoying this video? What are some other videos you'd like us to make? Because we wanna make videos that are gonna be helpful for you. So let us know down below in the comments, like, subscribe. And also, the bubble wrap we're using in this episode is American Bubble Boy. Look at this thing. Look, I'm gonna focus on Orlando real quick. Look at the size of that. So he's already used a ton of it. That is one of the rolls that he's been using for a while. You're not gonna believe the price. That thing is huge. It was a fatter roll because he's been using it. He needs to buy some more. $39.99, free shipping. It's by far the cheapest bubble wrap, and it is quality. I shouldn't say cheap. It is inexpensive, because it is quality bubble wrap, and it's great stuff. Free shipping, 2 days. I mean, you can't beat this. You're not gonna get a better deal looking anywhere else. So use our link below and let them know that we sent you, and I promise you, you're not gonna be disappointed. American Bubble Boy, what a great name too. I mean, buy it if nothing else for the name, and back to the video.
So you take the smaller box, you put the packing paper in there, then you put your mug in there. See how it's nice and snug? Take another layer of packing paper. Now, use as much as you think is needed. Now, this box does not have to be taped super tight as if it's gonna be traveling, because it's gonna be inside of another box. So you make sure you tape the box, okay? Make sure you have it all together. You obviously don't want this to open, okay? So you wanna pack it tight enough that it's good to go. Okay, but again, don't worry about the fact that you're not, taping it as if it'll never be able to be opened. Okay, now you're gonna go to your other box and you're gonna put packing paper. And this one's not an eBay box. This is its competitor, but we're all about sustainability here. And so sometimes you get these boxes for cheap or free, but if you're looking for a box that you can buy, usually a box of 12 by 6 by 6 will fit inside of a 15 by 10 by 6 from eBay. All right, so we have all the packing paper in. So it's on the bottom there, and then you're gonna put paper all around, okay? So it's literally floating the box. Okay, so I'm gonna insert the paper here. Make sure you have it all around. Because you're providing multiple layers of protection to ensure that even if this is thrown across the warehouse, it's still gonna be okay. But you wanna make sure that everything fits nice and snug and tight, not too tight where the box is gonna bust. See, right here, there's a little cut, but that's okay. We'll just tape that and it's gonna be all good. All right, so you're taping it. You got some packing paper on top. You put some more packing paper on top. Now, the reason I say it depends on your item, but the reason I say that you need to get a box that's not too large is that dimensions do matter when it comes to shipping out boxes, right? And so if you go, let's say, over 18 inches on each side, it's gonna cost you more money. So you wanna make sure that it's not too crazy. But again, if you're shipping on a large item, then obviously you're gonna be shipping at ground. So then it's not gonna be that big of a deal. But for the sake of this video, just wanted to make sure that everything is all good. So you'll just tape the box, make sure it's all nice and tight. Notice there's no movement inside the box. It's all good in there. The item should arrive safely. Now, the box obviously had a problem over here, so we're gonna make sure we tape that tight. And then, again, everybody has their own way of taping boxes. I like to make sure that my boxes are gonna be, kind of a little bit of labor to be able to open. That to me says this box is safely packaged. And so I'm just gonna put some more over here due to the other side being messed up. One more piece of tape. And I know there's gonna be comments below about the amount of tape. Let us know your thoughts about how much you think an item should be taped. And there you go. Your box is all done. It's all secure. Even if I were to drop this, it's all good because you have the padding from the paper, then you have the cardboard on top of that, then you have another padding of paper, then you have the bubble wrap, so you should be good to go. And that's how you float a box. You can use this with any item. Again, if it's a smaller item or a larger item, it will ensure that your item will arrive safely.